Hello, Miss McGinnis.
Hi,
Thank you for agreeing to meet with me. How are you doing today?
I'm all right.
You alright?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Um, Seems to me like you look like you're a little stressed. You just made a big sigh.
Yeah, life.
Yeah, life is yeah. So before we get to touching on life, let's let you know that I'm here to help you. Um, you can ask me any questions.
Mm-hmm.
The sessions that we have are private. I take
Okay.
little notes. It usually shows that you were here, what interventions we're going to use, and stuff like that. But I have to inform you that if you feel the need to may hurt, try to hurt yourself or others, I have to contact the authorities or my superiors. You okay with
Okay.
that?
Yes.
Okay. So, with that being said, any questions?
So this is just between other than if someone wants to hurt themselves or hurt somebody else. So if you're not feeling homicidal or suicidal, then it's just between us.
Yes, it's just
Okay.
between me and you. I'm here to keep you safe. Okay.
Okay.
So, with that being said, what are your major concerns? I remember you mentioning something about life. So,
Um. Well, my mom just passed away. Um, like a month ago. So it's readjusting to home life without her being here, and us taking care of my dad and work.
okay, out of those three situations, and let me make sure I heard you correctly. You mentioned you said you just lost your mom recently, about a month ago.
Hmm.
You are having some issues or some stressors or concerns about work, and also your father,
Hmm.
step stepdad,
No,
or father,
dad.
dad. Okay,
Hmm.
and some concerns regarding him as
Yes,
well. So out of those three, what would you feel is at the top of your list?
work.
Work. Okay, let's do this. Let's think about balloons. What would you put in the biggest balloon, and which one? What would you put in the smallest out of those three things?
The biggest balloon would be work,
Work,
and the smallest would be my dad.
and then
My mom would be
the
in the
mother.
middle.
Okay. Seems like you have things kind of, prioritized,
Hmm.
and you are willing to work on big balloon first.
Yeah,
Okay. Alrighty. My next appointment is 2 days away. How do you feel about that?
that's fine.
You fine?
Hmm.
About what time works best for you?
Mm, just around 4:30.
4:30. Are you currently working right now?
No.
No. Um, and the reason why you're not working at currently at this time?
I'm on administrative leave because I was assaulted by two students.
Oh, okay. So what I just heard you say, you were physically touched in a manner that you wasn't that wasn't inviting or was not
Yes,
okay with you.
yes,
Okay. And that is work, right?
yes.
So, and how long have you been off work?
Almost 5 months.
5 months. And may I ask where you're working at?
Phoenix Union School District,
Okay. Is that junior high, high school,
high school.
high school? And I'm just jotting down a few notes.
Hmm.
I am paying attention. Um, how do you enjoy working with high school?
I like working with high schoolers because they're working towards the goal of graduation
And you
and
work,
moving on after that.
okay. And do you work with the general, with the general ed students,
Yeah,
sped students?
I do special education, self-contained, um, community-based to working with students to help them more so about their life outside of school, more so than academics. It's more life skills than academics.
Yeah, and I hear in your voice a lot of concern regarding those individuals. Seems like you're maybe pretty close with your students.
Yes, I tell my parents that these are their children, but they're my kids. And when I don't feel like that anymore, I need to step away. And I haven't gotten to that point yet.
Well, that is very good to hear. And it's good to be concerned about others and others, in the job, in the profession that you have. It's very
Mm-hmm.
important that people care about the individuals that they work with. Okay. And may I ask you, how many students do you currently work with or have in your classroom?
mm, it varies between 10 and 12.
Okay. And the age range?
14 to 21.
21. Okay. And the cognitive level?
Um, Maybe some preschool up to maybe the highest, probably fifth grade, I guess.
Okay. And they have caring parents.
Well, this is a first for me that out of those 10 to 12 students, like maybe 60% of them are in a foster care situation.
Okay.
So this is a new experience for me.
And how do you feel about this new experience? Is it overwhelming? Is it okay?
Um, I believe that if I'm allowed to do what I've been accustomed to doing with my
Mhm.
students, that it would be more beneficial for my students and myself. But it's not the students, it's the head of the department, it's the head from the up that they don't know. They call it community based teaching, but they really don't know what community based teaching means. Um, Community based teaching means you really spend more time out of the classroom than in the classroom.
Mhm.
And my students, I could tell that they don't have, they're the lowest socially that I've ever taught. So that's also something different for me.
Okay. So what I just heard you say that the students that you work with and the job you were hired for to do, um, you're not perform. I mean, they're not allowing you to perform the job that you were hired to do,
Yes,
and they sound like they may be accepting less,
yes,
and that's a concern for you.
yes.
Okay. And how does that make you feel?
Um, at times it makes me feel like forget it, but then I care about the students, so I'd rather buck the system than have my students slack or not get what they deserve to have.
Okay.
And it upsets me because I came to the interview and I fully disclosed who I was and what I was about and what my goals were. So I really feel like I was flim flam.
Okay. And that, what emotional feeling do you get from that? Do you get, panic attacks?
I
You,
get anxiety, but the worst part of it is working for people. Um, I've been working since I was like 13,
mhm,
and I was always taught you don't have to like the person you're working with. It has nothing to do with what you're there for. But in a lot of instances where I haven't liked the person that I'm working with personally,
mhm.
I was able to have some respect for them professionally. But I'm in a situation that I have no respect for these people professionally. And that's the issue. And that's from the top down. I have, other than maybe the superintendent who is still
Mhm.
adjusting, other than that, I have like no respect for anyone. Professional respect.
So have the loss of professional respect. may make you change and make you feel different about your job and the students you serve?
It makes me feel different about my job, and it makes me feel sorry for the students I serve.
And which brings on,
Anxiety, it brings on stress. Um, all I know, all I can do is do what I'm supposed to do, and most of the time I'm doing more than I'm
mm,
supposed to, and I don't complain about that. I have no issue doing that, but it makes me where I really just have no respect, which means there's nothing you could tell me. There's nothing you could say to me to that I would even really be listening to. I probably would have butterflies going on in my head
mm,
while you're talking, and I just see your mouth moving. That's it. Uh, because I don't want their foolishness to get into my system.
okay, that's understandable. So, coming to the end of our first session,
Mm-hmm.
it seems like um, our concern, your concern is the stress that the job is creating in your
Mm-hmm.
life, which is making you not feel adequate in your job.
Correct.
So when we meet again, we'll pick up where we left off here,
Okay.
and to let you know that the object of these counseling sessions is to help you identify stressors that are inhibiting your performance at work and may be impacting you at home as well. So
Mm-hmm.
we'll talk about those next session.
Thank you
Thank
very
you
much.
very much.